Time to stand up, rise, and fall to order. That's not what they say in the courtroom, I'm sure, because luckily I don't think I ever want to go into one if I can get away with it. But we're going to live out our experience of a courtroom through the video game today. We are playing some Ace Attorney Trilogy with more of Trials and Tribulations. Ace Attorney 3 is on the menu, where we continue the cafe case recipe for Turnabout today. Welcome in Twitch land, and welcome in YouTube land as well, whenever you're enjoying this. I do hope that you enjoy this. If you do, of course, let me know with a like and comment down below in the YouTube land. If you want to go further with your love and support in YouTube land too, you make sure click the subscribe button wherever that may be, and click the bell wherever that may be if you want to continue following us with our journey in Lawyer Shenanigan lands with Dear Boy Phoenix Wright. And as I said, today we are continuing Recipe for Turnabout. We left off last time having beaten the first round of court proceedings, talking to a very grumpy old man who liked to throw a bunch of seeds, thinking we're pigeons. To get details about what happened, what truly happened, what went down in the cafe where the poisoning thingy took place. And then we found out some quite interesting details about how potentially the cafe is very much in debt to some very unscrupulous folks. So we're gonna see what the heck that's all about. Also, something about cybersecurity. Things are whack, man. Things are absolutely whack, as they tend to end up being in a Ace Attorney game. But we're going to continue where we left off here. We were about to head over to the lone place through the little park area here. This is where we originally found the grumpy old pervy man. So I think with that said, we get going. Are you ready for me to do my one-woman show again? Let's go! January the 7th at Vitamin Square, or Vitamin Square. I'm saying both now. I can't get away from the fact that I teach in the American way, but but I was brought up in the British way. I can't get over that. I'll dip into both. It turns out we'll do that. Hello, Cass. Long time no see. The heat completely knocked you out, as it did a lot of people I know. But glad that you're here, glad you're still okay, and glad that hopefully everybody's still taking care of yourselves. If it's still lingering, that heat wave, make sure you take care of yourselves, make sure you keep hydrated, get a fan, get some AC on if you can do so, use some ice packs, use anything you need to get yourself cool, and yeah, whatever you need to do, just make sure you do so. And take care of yourselves, alright? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, as we get going, January 7th, Vitamin Square.
I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo. Do you?
Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least, not for now. And besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Liable to turn into one himself. That's not how those birds sound. I'm sure they're meant to sound more like pigeons. We got pigeons!
Hey, look! Pigeons!
Yeah, and heaps of them too.
Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace?
That's a dove, not a pigeon. I've heard that pigeons are more like the rats with wings of the city.
Aw, poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it?
Oh, you're overthinking this one by just a smidge, Maya. Don't worry about it. Birds can't feel potential racism. It'll be fine. So, yeah, we just left out of Tribulations. We're on our way to Tender Lender for the first time. This is the place where the cafe apparently went for a quite sizable loan. And now people have been sent from the Tender Lender to the cafe to try and collect that money back. Otherwise, I don't know, kneecaps will be smashed. Buildings will be set alight. I think that's what one of the threats were. And our dear cafe proprietor, our dear Jean Armstrong, was like, "No, I don't want it. You just gotta get $500,000. That's all. That's all. That's absolutely fine. Yeah." As we get in, January 7th, a Tender Lender.
This place really gives off a strange vibe, doesn't it?
It looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Oh yeah, about this, the tiger person, the thinking is that we came across a very, tanned or permanently angry man, who has a little bit of a look of him like he looks like a phoenix, and apparently we're led to believe that this, this guy, potentially this tiger person, tried to impersonate Phoenix in a trial, in this trial in particular. Obviously hashed it up because he's not a lawyer. Got guilty verdict for the client, and we were only told about that afterwards. So we're going to investigate the same case ourselves. We reopened the trial. We got everything sorted on that one, and now we're going to try and make things right by being the real Phoenix and help out our poor girl. Who was it? Maggie. Maggie, the girl who has no luck. Oh, how you're saying that? I think I'm gonna guess what this voice was, who I gave. I was curious, so I looked it up. Ducks and pigeons are scientifically the same thing, apparently. Those aren't even always white either. Yeah, true. Again, we all need to look past our colors and see what's on the inside that counts, right? That's what we need to do. So I'm gonna guess who this character is, because I believe I might be able to pick it out.
Welcome.
Talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. And I was correct. It was our Wednesday Addams character, who I don't even know what her real name is right now. Seems to be more of a language thing than a biological thing. Interesting to know.
You're here to discuss alone?
No, not exactly.
The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone! Just like that!
I guess we'll just have to come back another time.
This is a perfect opportunity, Nick! This place reeks of suspicion! Come on, Nick! Let's take a look around, okay?
Do you think it'll be okay?
Of course! No one will ever know. Coffee? Ah!
I could just tell Maya was gonna start screaming as soon as she just, like, butted in with a creepy, like,
Coffee?
oh, damn, I'm sorry, BSC. That sound alert did not play properly. I am so sorry. I could probably go like that, and if there was a way to replay that, I would do. No, I don't want to report that. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm so very sorry they didn't play. Oh, the Lorax movie. I never saw the Lorax movie. I didn't realize that's what you're closing. I hear those words and I think of the song for the Lorax film. Yeah, like I said, I've never seen the Lorax film. I know it's Danny DeVito is like the little orange fur ball, isn't it? But yeah, that's all I know about it.
I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly.
I am not focusing to the game window. Yes! Thank you!
Do not touch the desk, please. Nick! Let's get out of here!
Now she wants to get out of here. See how that works. Well, no, you poked the hornet's nest now, Maya. We gotta stick this out. We gotta really see what's around here.
What's this?
It's a punching bag.
What? No way! You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that.
What do you mean walking around?
The design's gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. And what's it called? A punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it! I was right before. Back at Tribulations. Paris fashion is more my thing.
I really, really hope she is pulling my chain on this one. It is a bag you punch if you would like to release some stress and anger and whatnot, yes. That is one impressive desk on one impressive rug.
It's solid gold, Nick! Gold! Ain't I say I love gold? Just look at that shine! Only real gold shines like that.
Would you really want such a shiny desk, though?
I don't know. But let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow! I'm completely dazzled!
Oh yeah, she changed her tune completely from wanting to hoof it out of here because creepy little schoolgirl. Oh, but yeah, we love Maya, never change. That's because it's completely dazzling.
I can see up my nose in the reflection! That's gotta be really distracting!
So the desk isn't practical. No surprise there. Not surprising in the slightest. Why, you got a CD player? There's a CD player on the desk. But the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it.
The lid's open! I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished? The coffee? Ah!
Yes, thanks. It was, lovely.
So, you drank it? All?
Maya, I left nothing in my will to you.
Nick! Ooh. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup.
That coffee! It was laced with something! I'm almost sure of it!
Nick! My stomach! It's killing me! Oh, wait, maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast.
I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the?
What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger?
Are they trying to do a thing there?
It's the claw of the tiger, it's the thrill of the night.
Something like that, maybe. Coffee with laxatives. Oh dear. I think it would be a horrible desk material. It'll probably get scratched up super fast. Yeah, gold's a pretty... yeah. Not a completely sturdy thing to make things out of, surely. If you're gonna have something gold, like, put it through, like, several other, you know, protective casings. Like, you have something gold, and it's for display purposes only. It's not a practical material, let's be honest there. Yeah.
Hello, DBO.
Get yourself in. You're pretty much just in time, it's fine. Also, I'm seeing with a thing in the back. Win through compromise. I have no idea who said that. Let's keep going. It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc and pen. MC Bomber.
What?
This must be the CD Maggie told us about.
Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal.
Damn, if it is heavy metal, I'm in. No way! That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. The MC Bomber demo disc found a tender lender with its name written in marker. Yeah. Also, we got down here a tippled down ashtray. MC Bomber. Yeah, MC Bomber's a bit of a is a name that's been said in passing that could be related to this case. Possibly a alter ego secret identity for somebody, but we're still in the dark about that one. But if we found more evidence through the CD with the name on it, then probably it's going to be relevant to the case somehow. I just don't know how. Stop. Bomber time.
Oh no! Someone dropped the ashtray on the floor! That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up.
Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything.
I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal.
How did she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy?
There's a book of matches here, too.
Matches, huh? Places don't give these out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second!
What is it?
Look what's printed on its cover! It says Tribulation! The Tribulation matches used for advertising found lying on Tendelenda have been added to the court record. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them.
Yeah! The pilot light for the office boy keeps going out.
Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Well, she did try at least. Yeah, let's go around the order like that and see what everything is, yeah. Win through compromise.
I wonder what that's supposed to mean.
It must mean something if they took the trouble to flame it like that.
Yeah, well, it still doesn't make any sense to me. That? Ah! That's Tendelender's guiding principle. Oh? Compromise the customer to win. Oh, I see. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, well, as long as we don't have to compromise my hair, I'd say we're okay. That is one slogan no business owner should ever explain to their customers. Ugh. And not particularly through a Wednesday Addams-looking schoolgirl over here with a heavy bandage on her head. Like, she's like 5 steps away from being pure, like, Sadako the Ring girl business, you know? I don't smoke, but those matchbooks have a nostalgic quality. Yeah, they're pretty old-timey. Pretty classic. Yeah, probably in childhood. Probably would have been the way to set off a, like a barbecue stove at a restaurant in Japan, probably, before they went to gas and, fuel stoves, possibly. Could be anything like that. And hello, Alolan, get yourself in here, get yourself ready and comfortable. We are just looking at Tendelender's, Baus room, where they have a massive, giant shogi piece. On the bookshelf, and the massive Daruma doll, yeah.
Let's see. This round thing is called a Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two about it, be more cultured, in case you're wondering.
You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change?
Hey, I bet he wants to know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove.
Yeah, only if I feel like dying through coffee overdose.
Now, this little thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king? Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know.
Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. Oh, they're not trophies, are they? Ugh.
Hey! There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here.
What is it? A repair bill? It looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane! What you don't know is that the car is actually some kind of a, you know, one of those, like, high-end European cars. Probably one of those makes where you can get in and you can literally say, I sit in the car and I'm gonna rev up the Bugatti. Go down for a drive, rev up the Bugatti. Just go like that, yeah. Take Mrs. out for a drive. Probably one of those. That's probably why it's a bumper and a light for $15,000. It's probably a Bugatti or something.
The car is registered to the Cadaverinis?
Oh, so it's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office? Why, indeed! So yeah, car repair bill for $15,000 paid by Tigre to the Cadaverini family. Oh, is that loan sharking from somewhere else? It's like a vicious like a vicious circle. It's almost like, yeah, you. Speaking of loan sharks, it's like a tiny shark getting eaten by an even bigger shark. Vicious cycle, I tell ya.
Hey! Look at this Parisian-style coat! It's so chic!
It looks more like a pimp coat to me. I guess I haven't got an eye for fashion.
Hey, look at this! This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick!
Huh. The same color as my suit.
Ah!
Keep your voice down, Maya!
Nick, you've got to take a look at this! Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise... Sure! Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said.
Yeah, sure.
I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand?
Oh, Cass, you had to. I'm not gonna sing it, but I know it's in my head now. Thank you.
I'm scared, Nick.
So? What were you getting so excited about before?
Look, on the lapel of the suit.
That's an attorney's badge. On flimsy, like, box cardboard. I freaking love that.
Is the tiger a lawyer?
No way! Look at this thing! It's made of paper! A paper badge found a tender lender, painted to look authentic, but hecking new. Hello, and thank you very much. Excuse me. That's water down the wrong hole.
Excuse me.
Thank you very much for the 5 streak, NHL.
Good to have you here. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks real cheap to me, Nick.
Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? I am only going to meet that line the same way I did it the first time around. Grar. Come out from under the desk, Maya! What are you two doing snooping around in my office for? Nothing. We were just... Ah! My precious carpet! You's got ash on my rug! You's gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door! It wasn't us, it was already like that. You's wanna argue with me? Is that what you's doing? You think you's can take me on? I'm gonna flatter you's doing to pancakes and turn you's into my new rugs.
Ah! Oh. Don Tigre, you're back.
Ah, that voice. It's like evil seeping into your head through your ears.
I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier and...
Ugh! Did she get a death wish or what? Ew! Right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You's too cute, you hear? That is so unfair. Now I want to be a Wednesday Addams-looking schoolgirl so I can get compliments. Damn it. She is definitely the scary one. Oh yeah, totally. She's pure yandere. Just yeah.
Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Gah! Phoenix Wright! Yes? You're either crazy or you're just plain stupid at chasing after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gonna come and mess up my plan. So it was him! He's my phony! But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? Wednesday Addams views in DDLC. That's literally, I think, the two things that I said first time I saw her face, yeah. DDLC and, yeah, Wednesday Addams from the Addams family. Yeah. You should have left the little Goyle at home, right? I have a few things I wanna... Ah! No questions! This is the last time we meet! Boy, up here looking at the Tiger King before Carol Baskin did what she did. Oh my god. Is that how it happened? I ain't never gonna financially recover from this. Dad, wait, please!
That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted at him.
Like you want to talk? I didn't hear you scream, "Hold it," either!
The espresso. And cookies.
This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Go on then. We're finally getting into the nitty-gritties of why there is a Wednesday Addams type girl in this establishment. And what's up with your head? That's the one I want to know. So, I am curious about your company, Tender Lender.
With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy.
Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not gonna end well?
We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra, here at Tender Lender. Hey Nick, things are a bit tight for Red & Co at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan?
Would I like to take a loan out from a place like this? Not so much. Violet is quite a cute name, though. Yeah, and only too fitting for a, for the slightly creepy vibe she's got going on. Only too fitting, I would say.
Tender Lender is on your side.
So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then?
We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee.
Right. I think I'd rather skip town.
Hey! Just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick! Strong tea as well!
Like a good neighbor, Tender Lender is that. They'll be there in way more ways than one if you miss up on your repayments. That's what I'm getting at. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating?
What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in the restaurant just near here. That incident.
Something about doing quite light voices for, light airy voices for these girl characters is kind of, doing things to my back of my throat for some reason. I gotta clear it out quite a lot. I don't know.
Let me see. I was here that day. with the manager.
The manager being the tiger?
Furio Tigre. Furio?
Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from.
Zinhof's got a real name, Nick! Hurry up and find out more about him!
Alright, if you're not saying anything now, I guess... we gotta find things to actually give to you to try and make you talk. I follow with a no, all my pointers are still there. Maybe. Yeah, what the heck? Why is Tigre trying to act like a lawyer when he's clearly not? What's going on here? About this.
More coffee? You must have more.
No, thanks. I've had enough, really. But I'm so thirsty.
I don't leave the office. I can't tell you about anything, except Don Tigre.
Okay, except Don Tigre. Well, I don't have evidence for Don Tigre. I mean, I have a scooter. I have a scooter that he was very mad about when I was near it last, so, maybe at some point we try it. In fact, we're gonna try this first, just in case it comes up with anything. It does not. Then I guess we gotta actually do the profile for Furio Tigre. Go on then. Some details, please. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre?
Cookie? Sure? How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor's all yours.
No. Ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together? Okay, let's read and past that line first. And then...
We are lovers.
That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. Also, what?!
And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me.
The tiger saved you?
Please, address him promptly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to...
Okay, Don Tigre, of course! I'm sorry. They saved her life? I'd sure like to know how that happened. Thus, can we now talk about that? Like, if this ends up being not a particularly, pleasant conversation for you, Viola, you know you can leave. You know you can just go if this is not exactly working out for you. He wanted to, he may have well saved your life, but you didn't necessarily have to owe him anything for it. You can just go. You have authority. You have the impetus to do so. You are a strong, independent woman. Strong, independent, creepy woman, but yeah. You got one ring through her age, but how old are they again? Oh god, I don't want to know, but I guess. Court record. I'm not gonna like this, am I? So Furio is 42. Life, universe, and everything. And then Violetta... unknown! I think the fact that it's unknown makes it just probably 10 times worse. Oh, it's probably one of those things like the bandage run across their head. That suggests what she was saved from was a very specifically head trauma related injury. And there's probably a case of some sort of amnesia related head not totally in the right space kind of thing going on, like probably dissociative identity disorder or whatever, you know, like when you wake up you think you're somebody else after a you know, a trauma injury, a prolonged coma or something like that. You get DID or something like that. I mean, I'm only spitballing, but it could be something like that. But let's get the nitty-gritties then.
I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died. Once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope.
I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx.
But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso.
I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head?
This?
Totally not creepy music in the slightest playing here right now as well. Speaking of the sticks, I think the firm still wants 2 drachmas, or did inflation ruin that one too? 2 drachmas or 2 obols? What is the conversion rate for those into, like, dollars or something? I wonder, yeah. The bandage is still limited to her powers. Oh, God, yeah. God, it's... You know, something else that just cropped into my mind when I look at this girl now? Madoka Magica, like a little bit of that. Just a sprinkle of that, but at the same time, yeah. Go on, then. So, what's the story with the bandage?
They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. Fatal injury?
Well, Maya just suffered one herself by the sounds of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? Oh, heck. 4! Jesus!
She really creeps me out, Nick.
Same here. But we've got to find out the truth. The truth is in there somewhere. I bet I don't have anything, like, not remotely relevant to that at all. Car repair bill for 15,000 bucks. Match is probably not relevant. Sample disc, don't know. A tenderly handmade lunchbox with love and plenty of weenie sausages, with plenty of wieners. I know where that's gotta go to when Gumshoe gave it to us. We got tickets too, and we got a whole bunch of things to do as well. Okay. If there's anything else related, evidence-wise, that might perk her up a bit. Probably not thinking about all this, yeah, I'm guessing not. Wait. Nope. You know nothing. You know nothing until we can go in and break down your Cyclops, I guess. Well, okay then, let's get a move on to somewhere else. So, God, what's happening here? Oh, the scooter's back. Oh no. January 7th, Vitamin Square.
Oh, there he is! Old CD's back again feeding the pigeons!
Hey, take this and this! And get out of my park! Oh, like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can.
What? Why? Hey! Hello, old man!
What are you doing, Maya? Eh? Eh?
Hey, he just turned his back on us.
I am not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning.
Hey, Mr. Kudo! Look, we really need to talk to you, alright?
And with the demons in with good fortune.
Ow! 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 Seeds! Ow! Shell spiders! Ow! Ow! People!
I always knew you were a demon, Maya.
Heck! These seeds hurt!
Also, he did say it literally like how they do in the Japanese festival called Setsubun. You get a demon or an ogre that tries to get into your house, and you throw a bunch of beans or seeds at them, and you say the words that roughly translate to, out with the demons, in with the good fortune. It's like bad luck out, good luck in. He's literally doing the Setsubun thing. I see. Wow, you actually looked up the conversion rates for what Oba would be in today money. You would need roughly $5 US and 24 cents per ancient drachma. Well, you can get 100 modern drachma for about 33 cents. You actually looked it up, huh? It's fine. Go on then. Oh, I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today.
Yeah! Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was busy looking at the serving girl's backside.
There was a very easy fix for this, my man. Don't do that! In fact...
Stop it!
That's what I'm gonna say.
And he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal.
Again, there's a very easy fix. Just...
Stop it!
get some help. Not at all.
Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw the one that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's cappuccino.
Yep, we hear you.
And another thing. The young lad was wearing an earpiece. On the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles.
We're really sorry.
So I made a little mistake about the face. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you.
Okay. Take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me you take it easy, you spiky head brat. Take this!
Okay. Is that an Oni deterrent too? Yeah, that's exactly it. They throw the beans at them in order to ward off the demons and the Oni, yeah. And the all yogas, and then, yeah, all the bad luck out with the beans. That's what they do.
You said you were a craftsman, right?
Here! No matter where to cast on his crafting like me, aside in droves.
Surely it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the Shurigans. You hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer. I was born one.
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
I wanted to stick my fingers up that driggling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection!
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young?
I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all.
I've got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out.
Oh, if we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? He might let slip some important information, so, suck it up, Buttercup. I guess I'll let him talk. So, there's not much call for a craftsman these days, then?
Course not, you idiot! All I'm good now nowadays is running errands.
Errands?
Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Grams. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of two-bit community handyman?
Well, you can't just say no.
Buy some bread, now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some shitty pigeons? Why do people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Ah, yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at the restaurant, I'm just getting away, don't I?
I'm sure you don't. But wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too?
Yeah, I did. The very day the young brat was poisoned.
What? Oh damn! That sounds like a massive old thing to drop on us. Oh yeah. This also opened the floodgates. Now I want to learn some more about funerary rites across the ancient world. You can go do that if you want to. In fact, you can do so while we take our first intermission of the stream because it's starting to come up. We need to run the ads at that time, and we're going to make sure you don't miss anything. So we're going to take a break while we do so. Perfect time for you in Twitch land to go up and do some self-care. Same in YouTube land. There will be no break in the highlight, but this is a good time to pause if you need to and go do some self-care, then come back to us later. Please feel free to do that. But otherwise, feel free to continue watching as well if you want to keep on going, where we will find out what the errand Mr. Kudo was told to do by Tribulations. Like, oui, things are getting interesting. Let's find out what that all means when we come back after the break. I'll see you soon.
And so the whippersnapper wants to know about my errand? There's a whippersnapper, alright. I'll throw some more seeds at him afterwards, I'm sure. Meh!
So, welcome on back. We're gonna find out what this errand was all about here. But before we do that, I hope you're all having a wonderful time viewing this episode. If you are enjoying it, particularly if you're in the YouTube land watching this right now, feel free to let me know with a like and comment down below how you're finding the episode. And if you like what you see so much, you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell, wherever that may be, if you want to continue following our journey in Ace Attorney land. Of course, we're doing this all as a chronology playthrough, the entire series in-game timeline order, and we're having a blast with it, and I hope you are having a blast watching it all through with me too. But for now, what was Mr. Victor Kudo's errand at Tribulations? So, on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do?
Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, a young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed, and I broke that vase. It all happened so fast I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me.
Excusez-moi! You! Call la police!
God of yourself! I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time.
So did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze.
Did you call him on your cell phone?
Do I look like I had one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
You went looking for one?
Couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes?
So, for 5 minutes after the incident happened...
Yes, sirree, the owner was a Tribulations on his own.
So why didn't you mention this in court this morning?
Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But y'all bullied me out of the courtroom.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I got more to say! Yes, I remember something else.
Bailiff, escort the witness out to the courtroom.
It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame.
You could have at least told us before we got to court.
Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police?
What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that man, alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the police by the place. Let's try the line again. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose.
What do you mean?
Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Ah!
So Sure, you go ahead and say it like I was in the way as usual. Suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh?
We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong.
Yes.
Shall we go there immediately? We could go immediately to Tribulations and start with that first, maybe. Maybe move to the Kishin, because maybe he in there. January 7th, Tribulations Kishin.
Oh, looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again.
But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef.
Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me.
Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone.
Missing when we need to talk to him the most.
Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Trying to avoid us on a porpoise. He's getting away from us on a cetacean's back. He's avoiding us on porpoise. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Whoa! That's all I gotta say to that. Dear me. Oh, don't think there's anything new to examine. I've seen everything. I've seen the bottles of the aromatherapy things where we got the extra vial that we never got back from Gumshoe from yesterday. When we gave it to Gumshoe yesterday in-game time, so yeah. I don't think there's anything more to see here. Right, back to front of house. I guess next best place is detention, so to see our good girl Maggie. Our good and very unlucky girl. Alright. January 7th, detention center, visitors room.
Oh, Mr. Rice!
Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you?
Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man.
Well, he was all over the place with his testimony.
He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident anyway.
Is it possible she is the one misremembering things? Is it possible?
Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep. There are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who saved something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him.
But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup?
So you really think it was that disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it. Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right?
Yeah, it was MC Bomber, Maya. That name was scrawled on the sports paper as well.
They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir.
Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too.
Ow, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me.
That's fine, Maya. Please just sit there, head empty, no thoughts, and just think about daisies and, daisies and burgers. You go to your happy place for a moment. Let the grown-ups do talking. You said that you passed out when the victim Glenelle collapsed, right?
Yeah, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir.
So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations.
No, no idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright?
The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out the picture.
Chased out the picture? What do you mean? Old Sadie wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police.
Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time.
No! You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you?
When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all.
It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that he feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, the old man said as such when we spoke with him earlier.
I don't know. The thing that man says doesn't add up for some reason, sir.
Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out.
Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old Sadie.
Yeah, we got plenty of things that we can do with Maggie here, actually. First things first, somebody kind of really likes and cares about you, so much so, he thinks you need some muscle on your very nice body, so... You like wieners? Ha 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 ha.
Whoa!
Oh yeah! I've got something you're gonna love!
Really? What is it?
It's a lunchbox, just for you. Here.
Wow, a lunchbox? Wheaties too? I can't believe it! Thank you, sir! Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir.
Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that.
The rules are the rules! They'll lock you up if you break them.
Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier.
And anyway, I hate weenies! Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But it's not a burger.
She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste.
I guess so.
Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Are we gonna have the heart to tell Gummy?
Let's just pretend.
I think we're gonna be like, let's just pretend. On that one.
Well, how was it?
Oh, that hit the spot. I love weenies. Giggity.
Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir.
Well, we got done trying, didn't we? Yeah, need to talk about that bit here.
I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of the courtroom proceedings, I think, for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better.
Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony.
Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it.
Thank.
Yep.
So we can talk about Mr. Kudo, Mr. Pigeon Man, Mr. Man who sings the pigeon song and goes, "Burp, burp, pigeon, burp, burp, pigeon." That's what he does. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you?
Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite... doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table. Hmm. It's true there was another customer in the restaurant.
Well, yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo.
But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay then, how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman.
A woman?
Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh.
Creepy. I think that this needs to be the theme song, the theme that plays every single time we see Violetta from now on, because I think it just fits.
Cackling?
Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? And let's see if what we have in our record corroborates with such thing. Right, present, profile, for Violetta, no idea what her family name may be, and no idea of her age either, but is this the woman you were thinking of?
I know I used to run the police force there, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons of the clientele of Tribulations, sir. Don't let me get you down, Maggie.
Oh, she cannot. I mean, what about anybody else? Okay. What about Furio?
Holy smokes! That's him!
Where did I get that sound from? It sounds familiar. It's a soundbite. I think it's from ReZero. Something about something that plays when... What is it? Something scary? Something creepy happens, like to do with one of the evil peoples in that series. God, I need to rewatch ReZero again to remember exactly, but I do believe it's from that one, and every time I play it with Lemmingrus, my dear friend Lemmingrus, in earshot of it, he gets way creeped out by it. I do it because I like his reaction. It's not teasing, but I just like his reaction where he's like, oh god! Yeah, it's from ReZero, I do believe. Something about when evil things are about to happen, I guess. But yeah, I need to rewatch the series to fully remember. Somebody in the chat, somebody in the comments, remind us if you wanna.
Huh? That's your phony, Mr. Wright! Just look at that ridiculous suntan!
For the record, I am not sunburned like an overdried tomato, so I don't know how...
He told me it on a business trip to Hawaii, and that's where he got the tan.
I am not hearing this. I am not hearing any more of this. Right, I don't think anything else there. Shall we just get moving again? Although, what's happening in criminal affairs, if anything? Because that's where Gummy got sent to. Okay, January 7th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. The main server just went up in smoke! Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already! And there's a problem with the internet, too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief! But I'm watching videos online! I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas! It's gonna have to wait, Chief! I'm throwing the switch! No! Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son-hot-to-trot girlfriend!
Wow, this place is really buzzing!
Something must be going down. Something really big. Eh? What are you two doing here, pal?
Detective Gumshoe!
You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? The superintendent, did you show him the Aurora Borealis? No, he'd ask me if I want to see it, and I'd never get rid of him. I had to blag my way through a sit-down meal with him when egads my rump roast got ruined in the oven, and I had to go across to the fast food place the other side of the road and purchase the food from there and pass it off my own cooking. I mean, I thought it was a delightfully devilish idea, and then I was nearly busted straight away with it immediately when when the superintendent just busted into my kitchen and just shouted at me. He's like, "Laura!" Teaming. We got big problems here today.
Why? What's going on?
It's a virus! A virus! A virus? There's a virus ripping up with the precinct's computer system! Oh, but I really need to ask you some questions. Like, it'll only take like a few moments, please. Pretty please. Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up.
Yes?
No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear?
Okay.
You got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. Do that, oh god, something that I read about, like, not too recently, actually. Just from perusing just random articles online, while I was in downtime at work. Something about this, lifestyle choice that people do in order to try and aim for a early retirement, essentially. What was it called again? Because I remember reading they have a subreddit about it, because of course they do. I think it's literally, I think their subreddit is titled the acronym of this thing that they do. I think it was it FIRE? Was it FIRE? I think it was FIRE, and they were doing like, because it stood for something like frugal something or other, frugal investing, retire early, or something like that. Like how people are able to save up a lot of money in their savings through very, like I said, very borderline breadline living through choice, not by means like that. They just choose to not spend ridiculous amounts. Like they always cook their own lunches, cook their own dinners. They don't go out. They don't get takeaways. They get like the most inexpensive things possible for the quality. And they take that spare cash, put it into investments, and try and get big returns in it in order to try and retire from working with all their savings, you know, before they reach their, like, 40s or 50s or something like that. Like, just now, that's the thought that came back to my head, because I read about that just literally earlier on today in my downtime. It's a thing that exists. Like, wow. Gumshoe is promoting the FIRE lifestyle. Go for it. Oh, we're not thinking about borrowing money, detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Okay, well, let's see. A Addenda lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed calling all their debts.
Really?
Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I got the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady?
Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick?
We better find out what the story is with this lady. And that'll probably be involving us presenting whatever lady profile that is. And I believe I know who it is. But let's keep on with this.
So, what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know.
What?
Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? Oh, now here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. Hey, what's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is?
Well, Nick, do you?
A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course.
Really? Wow! You know everything, Professor Nick!
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Right from now on.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool! Don't you agree, Dr. Wright?
Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Oh, okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics of the two to you. What is a virus? A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? No. The damage is, well, it's all internal.
So the inside goes boom, right?
Yeah, imagine all the case data you've got stored in your PCs here in the station. A virus can wipe out all of that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about.
Whoa, that's scary.
Yeah, what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious.
Infectious?
Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over that network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh?
But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that?
Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? Oh, you need to get into the real world more often, Gumshoe. Seriously. No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's.
What? That's horrible.
Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Godot so he catches a cold.
Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up to court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong.
Why did the conversation jump about talking about me? I'm not thinking of doing bioterrorism here, my god. Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? Kinda feel like I've heard the name of the virus report somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before too. What is the virus, we say? What is the virus? Oh, thought that could either be right or wrong just crossed my mind. What if MC Bomber is code for something? What if MC Bomber is not a musician's EP, but rather a very unscrupulous man's computer virus sent to places to bomb PCs of their data? Ooh, if it ends up being like that, ooh, I don't know if I'm right, but if it ends up being like that, my god, I will have called it. Right, don't know what to talk about there. In fact, we can probably test this now. If Gumshoe responds to this in any way, we may be able to have it here. Detective Gumshoe, about this. What? I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and this virus right now, so Ah! This is it! This stupid name! I remember now! I thought so. Here it comes.
Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on?
It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name scribbled on their sports paper and written on their CD. That's the name of the virus! MC Bomber! I called it, chat! I called it! Let's freaking go! What? Yeah, the virus has just infected every computer in the station, pal! It's MC Bomber! Can you give us any more details, please? Alright. We can keep going. MC Bomber is not a diss track, it is a diss virus. Damn. We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met.
Who are they?
I don't know, some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts! They're hopping around like they're dancing in the carnival.
All this stuff with criminals and viruses. It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie.
Apparently, the programmer who made the virus is a real genius or something. Focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, because this one's so powerful, They're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? A virus can be worth that much? It was the MC Bomber virus. The CD actually contained a virus program, because CDs can do that. They can carry programs on them too. Yes, yes, yes. But damn, chat, me calling it right there and then? MC Bomber was a code for something? And it turned out to be code for a virus? Damn, I called that. Alright, now you got that done. Thank you very much for that information. So you talked about creepy lady. Is this lady you're on about? But there's the girl who works over at Linda. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it.
She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she?
That should be the least of your worries, pal. And what's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadaverini. Oh, that ties it back to the... Not the loan contract. Where is it? Where's it gone now? It's in here somewhere. It's in somewhere. Paid by Tigre to the Cadaverini family. $15,000 repair bill. So... Oh, I think I may be onto something further now with this whole loan shark eating loan shark situation. A vicious circle of loan sharking. Oh, dear me. I'm about to hit you with that virus with this kick-ass flow. Got his pieces going numb and the trash is what'll go. I put them in the slimmer with the hammer full of grammar so they know what's good. Double scrapped in the junk like I know they would. Damn, that's a spit. Girl, that is a spit. I love that. Good job. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini.
Bruto Cadaverini? Do you know who that is, Nick?
I've never heard of him. I like how he's called Cadaverini as well, because you know how a cadaver is a code name for a stiff, a body who is no longer alive. You know, sometimes you get people in the crime dramas that say, "What happened to the cadaver? Where's the cadaver now?" You know, is the cadaver in the morgue? Gonna go down there and see, you know? That's why they sometimes say that. Yeah, man, absolute bars. She spit in that one. Oh my god. Bruto Cadaverini is the boss of the Cadaverini family. The Cadaverinis? That is one scary sounding name. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. What gave you that stupid idea? God, that's a stupid idea. Why would you think that? I better get some more out of Gumshoe about this family. You gotta get more about it. You gotta show respect to your family. Show respect to your Cadaverinis. I'm not sure I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, these guys are scary. They got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They got too much moolah. Moolah? As in, they pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes Tender Lender, I take it? Sure, no one stands up to Bruto Cadaverini. And I mean no one. Interesting.
So, Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss, then?
Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little Goyle. She means everything to him. So, how did she end up a Tender Lender? I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss at Tender Lender are pretty tight.
Tight?
That's what it said in the file I read related to Maggie's case. That sounds like a pretty important clue. I can't believe it! I almost forgot the most important thing! And that is? Hey, you know, the lunchbox! How did everything go? Oh, chat, do we have the heart to tell him? Lunchbox?
You remember? The Wheaties? I hate Wheaties!
Oh yeah, those weenies. Those absolutely delicious weenies. I don't have the heart to break his heart here. Come on, don't make me do this. So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hitch?
Huh? Well, it was... delicious.
Yeah? That's what she said? Really?
Well, not exactly.
Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox!
Oh,
Do me a favor again, her pal, and deliver this. This sure is a heavy burden, in more ways than one. Oh, I can just imagine Megan's little ice bucket with joy when you bring her that.
Weenies again, Nick? Tell me you don't have to eat all these too.
What are you scared about? I thought you had like a bottomless stomach or something. Like your metabolism lets you just go through anything and you barely gain any weight. Like, come on, girl. Alright. Another lunchbox. Again. Love it.
I really can't eat anymore.
Well, we'll see if it has to come to that, shall we? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. About to blow this lead going into the final. Don't blow that lead, we believe in you. Don't do that. Okay, nothing more there. Probably all the way back at Play Beyond then, because things may be going down. Kijin? No, Kijin, I see. Oh yes, I'll tell you what, I've not been here for quite a while. Wouldst thou like to explain this that has a virus on it, my girl?
Would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry, that data is super admin restricted desktop password access password protected. Super admin restricted desktop access password protected? What? This is madness!
No, Maya, that is Sparter. She won't tell us anything unless we say the right code word.
A code word? Sesame! If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is, or her social security number.
There's no point in having the password if it's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this.
Maybe we should focus on asking about Glen Elk. What do you say?
I say, did we ask anything about Glen Elk? Yeah, we did. We got Glen's troubles. I wonder if we have the dirt on you now. 300 million in the year of our Lord 2026. Apparently, you gotta remember this was localized and released in the English market in 2007, so not that far away from the original release of 300, if I know correctly. I think it was a mid-2000s film, something like that. I wonder if we can make any headways with her Magatama things, though. Can we break down and get to Glen's troubles? Can we do it? Take that! Do we have enough dirt? Alright, talking about Glen's troubles. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service? What is she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where this gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elk's struggles have something to do with this? Meet with a tiger, or horse racing tickets, or this, just looking for any way to get some money in? Like, maybe any of these might work. We'll have to wait and see. Take that!
What is that?
It's a bunch of horse racing tickets. All losing ones.
With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in another's misfortunes is immoral.
Oh, is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell?
But what is the relevance of these tickets?
The victim, Mr. Glenelg, he had a gambling habit, didn't he?
I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time.
Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets.
Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own.
You're right, but I'm not through yet. But I'm not done yet! Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, wasn't it? He also had the lottery thing on there. What if I found this flyer? Was this flyer on his desk in the thing? Oh, I mean, we also, well, this is the victim's ticket, and it was the winning one, so let's go for it. Take that! The lottery. Horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's gotta have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the case of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps.
No! You were right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand?
Oh, trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any.
But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000?
Yeah, but...
It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it?
It's true that Mr. Elg would have won $500,000 in the end. But that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that.
Deep trouble? What do you mean?
Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. He was gonna meet with the Tigre! Take that! I'm more shocked that the meme made its way into an official game localization. Yeah, again, it wasn't after too long after the original release of 300. I think I know that right. When they localized Trials and Tribulations into English, it wasn't that long after 300 came out. So it was like an oyster. It was like an oyster with a pearl. They just had to have it. Mr. Elg met with someone on the day he was killed. He even made a note on his calendar about the meeting. Meets with the tiger.
What is the relevance of that? Are you trying to suggest that Glenn Elg was meeting with him to discuss his debt?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, actually.
But I've never heard anything about this tiger before. Maybe he's not even a human. Maybe he really is a tiger.
I'm no programmer, but does she really expect me to buy such messed up logic? In this case, I think it's time to introduce you to the tiger. Into the profile. This is La Furio Tigre. Take that! Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing that a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt.
No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habits. About $100,000, I think.
$100,000? Ouch.
But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear.
Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay, so the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then?
Well, this is easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money.
His talents?
I suspect he was talking about programming.
But what computer program is worth $100,000?
Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work?
I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance MC Bomber, the computer virus, gonna... Wait. Yo, I'm about to hit you with this virus with a kick-ass flow. Got these pieces going numb and the trash is where they'll go. I put them in the slammer with the hammer full of grammar so they know what's good. They'd be scrapped in the junk log like no they would. It's the Bomber Virus Program. Fetches a tidy sum in the black market, don't you know? Take that! Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber.
No!
We programmed our way out of that one, didn't we, chat? Boom!
Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer. But it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep.
You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work. Something a bit risky.
Risky? How?
Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tribulations.
Where do you come up with these ideas?
It's probably the ice in the burger, let's be honest.
The risky bisky extra worky. So, it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh?
The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius. In a bad sort of way, of course, but still a genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million in the black market.
Inconceivable! Gumshoe was right for a change!
This date, December 3rd, that's marked in his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts.
MC Bomber updating the court record worth millions of dollars on that black market. So, I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Losing hall tickets thrown back onto the floor.
Use the trash can, Nick!
Damn it, Nick. Littering in this place, like, man. Right, well, we've been fed quite useful information. What if I come back here? Try the kitchen again. Nothing in the kitchen again. Right back to Tribulations. Detention center again. Is Maggie back? No. Criminal Affairs Department. We can try presenting the CD again if we get more info out of it. What do you think about this, Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, pal. I can't discuss anything connected to the case.
Hey! I thought you said you were gonna help us out!
I can't help you one if I don't have any info. Yeah, I suppose the retrial has only just begun. Yeah, okay, Gummy's not gonna be helpful, I don't think. I guess we're going to, the Loan Shark place again, aren't we? Through Vitamin Square, past the old guy throwing seeds at pigeons, leave him to his thing. Only millions for a virus that infected computers worldwide? Dude should have set his goals way higher. Yeah, think Dr. Evil. $1 billion. With the pinky finger right next to the hat, right next to the mouth, you know, like that, yeah. Before ransomware was a well-known thing.
True.
So do we have enough potentially now to crack Violetta? Miss Cadaverini over here? We've got evidence, in the profiles about your dear grandpapa, Bruto, who would do anything to keep you, I guess, about. Possibly even a very risky surgery to try and reactivate your brain after head trauma or something like that. Like to awaken you from a actual case of kind of mortis. Like, wow. And we have in evidence. I don't think she'll want the lunchbox of weenies. We have the repair bill that ties to the Cadaverinis. We've got matches. Oh, you did. Oh my god, you did say that when you were talking to Mr. Armstrong, if you didn't repay, things would get hot around here. I've got a feeling you might be a bit of a pyromaniac. That's how you were going to bring down his establishment if you didn't pay back. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I think we're gonna. I think let's try the breaking down of the thing. Start presenting the Magatama to try and talk about her head bandage and her head injury. See if we can get anywhere with it. Take that! The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct?
Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay. Oh god, what if part of this, like, loan sharking business that I'm thinking of going down here, like, loan shark eats loan shark? Because what if Tigray is stepping up to try and pay back to the Cadaverinis with something? What if it's not just money it's on about? What if there was a actual human life involved? We have a car repair bill for 15,000 bucks. We also have a smashed up scooter that he still rides about. You made a mistake and imagined her going Michael Jackson. No, she's cackling like a pure yandere, almost witch vibe, just like something like that, yeah. Just something very yandere-like. But yeah, what if it's not just money? What if there's like actual human value to this debt that Furio is in with the big dogs and the Cadaverinis? What if Furio made the accident happen that caused Viola her serious injury? And what if the debt is like, you better make sure nothing else happens to Violetta. If you do, then we will actually go for your kneecaps. And much else besides, you're not gonna live to see the other side of it. So yeah, what if it's not just life? What if it's not just money? What if it's actual human value? This is an interesting thing to find myself in. But I feel like I might be onto it here. Oh, finally doing a new ring battle. Nice! Hope that goes well. You know what, yeah, I think we're onto something here, because I don't know for the scooter. We can't prove it was the scooter that was involved in the accident, even though it is pretty banged up. We don't have anything that directs that right now, but what we do have that directs Cadaverinis to the establishment here. Paid by Tigray to the Cadaverini for $15,000. And probably a lot more besides. Like I said, I think there's human value in this loan, shall we say. Let's go for this. Take that! I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident.
see that. This bell is made out to the cadaverinis?
Yes, it is.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the cadaverinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. Grandpapa, we know about Bruto Cadaverini, who seems to live for you. I guess if you were to go, he'd probably go too. We know the bills, but let's be honest, loan sharks tend to put a lot of interest on top. What if Tigre decided to press the victim for way more than 100k, so that he in turn could repay both the car repair and her operation? Oh, there's something in that too, I'm not gonna lie, there could be weight in that one. But yeah, anyway, I think I know I can prove that you are a Cadaverini, because your grandpapa is madly, in with you. We don't talk about Bruto. No, no, no. I guess we have to now, because it's the link. Take that! I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you?
It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me.
And there it is! There's the proof that ties the scooter to everything.
It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try and avoid it, but...
And the big crash.
I took a blow to the head. A bad one.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right?
I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard.
Ran away?
If they'd stayed, I'd have...
Huh. Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... who we think it is? Let's find out after the break, because my ad timer is coming up. Unfortunately, we gotta take a break every now and then to make sure you don't miss anything. You think the Tigre scars also comes from the accident? And there could be that too as well. Probably the red skin is also from many a skin graft operation, because the accident may have been pretty serious for him as well, but I don't know. But yeah, is it who I think it is? Ergo Mr. Tiger here. We're gonna find out after the break, because we need to run some ad time before we have that mess with your uninterrupted viewing Twitch chat. So we're gonna use this point to take a quick break in the Twitch stream. There will be no break in the YouTube highlight. If you want to continue watching, you're free to do that, but this is a good time to pause. If you need to go do some quick self-care, go and do that. Make sure you're taking care... excuse me. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves. And in any case, we continue trying to break down the Cyclops when we come back from this break. I'll see you soon. So, chat, is it the Tigre? Who is the person who could have done this hit and run? We are about to find out if that's the truth, but first, welcome on back to the video, particularly if you're in the YouTube land enjoying what you're seeing here. I really hope that you are. If you are, you can let me know with a like and comment down below, and want to go further with your love and support to see more of this in the future, because there's a whole lot more where that's coming from with our big chronology playthrough of the entire series. If you want to follow us on that one and support the channel, you can click the subscribe button and click the bell next to it as well. Those things are super helpful and super appreciated. But alright, we're getting the details that Viola's accident was a traffic hit and run style with a man on a scooter. We know about a man on a scooter because he's always angry when we try to touch his scooter. So could it be the Furio Tigre is in on this debt with the cadaverinis and much more than face value. Let's try it. As soon as I focus into the game window, that would help. Yeah. Take that! I knew it! It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided. The motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he?
It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke. So she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in the traffic accident on his bike. And... Because he never fixed the scooter, did he? The wheel guard is smashed up. That must be right from when... What bared the brunt of it. So yeah, he never repaired the scooter. Never got the money for it. Never found the time to do it. But yeah, it's the evidence is all there that this has been beat up as a result of an accident. But let me just see something else deadly quickly, because nothing else ties to Tigre. So it's either the bike itself or the repair bill, but I'm thinking it's more likely that it's the bike. Let's try the bike. Take that! It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they?
It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true.
I knew it!
But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive.
How much are we talking?
Very, very, very expensive.
Oh, she seems hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right?
After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he'd made the operation because he cared about me. I believe him.
Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. The reason he paid for the operation wasn't because to keep you in, but for someone else. First thought, it all comes back to Armstrong and his initial loan for his Tribulations restaurants. That's where I think it all goes back to, right? It all comes back to that. Or, it is the opposite way around. seems to live for his granddaughter. Again, there is a human value to this loan. Dang, the price of a life. What is it to be? Simply a case of, you will pay me in whatever way I deem fit for whatever you did to my granddaughter. It's literally, you dare do that to me and my granddaughter on the day of whatever she was doing at that time. It's literally that, isn't it? He has the hugest of debts to pay to the head of the crime syndicate. Let's try it. Take that! Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Ruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you were the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money?
$1 million.
The operation was $1 million. It's quite literally Mr. Evil. $1 million. You can ask for so much more if you're gonna, like, ransom somebody like Shirley. Literally, he is godfathering it. He is doing a whole Marlon Brando. I'm giving you a demand you can't refuse. If you do, on your head be it. Like you nearly took out my granddaughter's head with your reckless actions. You know, literally like that, yeah.
4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh? Really?
Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big.
They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million? My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation.
That is the price of a life.
Compensation, huh?
It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble, lose your kneecaps, probably something else as well. But $1 million? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. Okay, further about this compensation. If you've been in an accident at work lately that wasn't your fault, you may be entitled to compensation if you call claims direct. Sorry, I have to bring it back. Yeah, that was like absolute flinging of ads, particularly in the UK back in the day. It was like, if you had an accident at work that wasn't your fault, you could be entitled to stuff if you call claims direct. We may be able to get your PIPs back or whatever, or whatever it was. Yeah. Were you offered a loan and you noticed there was some extra payments and extra fees attached to it? That's PIP, and if you didn't ask for that, you are liable to get some compensation for that back if you call claims direct. They all literally did that, like, accident at work, getting falsely sold PIP, apparently. They did that way too much back in the day. Anybody who gets that? Who remembers what I'm talking about? Feel free to let me know. Because I can't be the only one.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me. Not about my grandfather. But I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. He didn't get the money. It was evil. and it was all for me. So I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these.
What are these? Medical papers?
I'm Berto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse.
That's exactly the line there. Word for word. Gotta go visit the mother, be right back. Of course, Fiesta, you go do that. Viola's medical papers added to the court record. $1 million bill for cranial surgery. The payment was due last year.
Wow. I feel so bad for Viola.
It's inexcusable.
Huh?
There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics.
Is everything alright, Nick?
We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. It was very lovely. Thank you very much, Viola.
Yeah.
I won't need to convince Viola with anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. The repair bill thrown into the trash. I bet just put it back where you first saw it. Surely. Well then. I really is surprised of her life. Ah! The pigeon man! Go away, pigeon man! No, 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 no. Also, what's happening here? January 7th at Tribulations. Things are happening here.
Bonjour! I've been waiting for you to return!
Mr. Armstrong!
Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. Would like to ask you a few questions?
Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you, fellas!
Ah! It's in Hop!
Who are you calling Zinniop?
Ah!
Oh, come out from under the table already, Maya! He only looks like a tiger. He's not gonna actually bite you.
Okay, hand it over.
What?
You just wanna play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now!
I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Let's see if there's anything in that before we, go in. No, I can't examine it anymore. Okay, fine. If I'm losing this, then at least I know it exists. Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you.
Forget about it! That girl's dumber than an eggplant! You just wanna know what's said? I'll tell you what's said. And it ain't only her face! She thinks she's got power cause she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad.
I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm gonna expose you what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off!
Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's two of us here. You got that? Two!
Hey, I've got two! Maya, come out from the table. Stop being a scaredy cat. I need you to back me up here. Come on. Mr. Armstrong?
Forgive me! Désolé, I cannot argue with him!
That handbag slap really hurts.
Is that all you's got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter! Wait! Don't take it too hard. Phoenix Wright.
That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, Peel! Detective Gumshoe? Detective? You think you gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Whoa, come on, Gumshoe, keep it together. You guys, get out of here, leave this guy to me. But, he's my goat. He's our goat, Gumshoe the goat. Go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe.
Wait, Nick! Don't leave me behind!
I'll get even with that guy tomorrow in court. Tender Lender is going down. Gosh, me trying that voice with Furio Tigre. Sorry, I should have done that in the thought speak. I should have done that in normal speak. Yeah, my voice for Furio Tigre, I made a choice with. Surely, I am going to regret it tomorrow, but it's fine. Save your progress. Yes, because it's getting very tasty, very interesting. And time. Oh, yes, we're fine. It's set to be continued. Right the heck now.
Yay!
January the 8th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Good morning, Mr. Wright! Good morning, Maggie! So, what do you think's gonna happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery.
Yeah, that's true. And we still haven't solved a single part of it yet.
Are you okay, Nick?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. I'm still feeling that handbag slap, I'll tell you what.
I saw that! That little flash of doubt in your eyes!
No, that wasn't doubt. That was, determination. I just played Undertale. I am filled with determination.
Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you.
Hey, Bill! Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that. How'd you know she was stressed? I was watching through the doorway. Oh, yikes. You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will ya, pal? Here, maybe this'll help. Ah, the surprise tool that will definitely help us later. Thank you very much.
Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too?
Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me you don't remember this thing. Huh. Oh, come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. There's a small bottle that turned up in Tribulations' kitchen a couple days ago.
Wow! Look at all these little bottles!
Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor.
Hey, wait a minute! There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
And... it doesn't smell.
Fun fact for us, Phoenix's updated voice actor Sam Riegel voices Tigre in the anime. That is some fun facts. That is a very fun fact. We love Sam Riegel over here. We finally got the analysis results back from the lab.
So? What is it? Is it the poison?
I'm afraid not, Bill. It's, medication.
Medication?
Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently. For ears? You mean... Yes, the medication Glenn Elk was using for his ruptured eardrum. So what was Glenn Elk's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Did somebody mess up? Was somebody meant to be like, oh right, the poison for Glenn Elk, the poison chosen specially to kill Glenn Elk's poison. That poison? Yep, got you covered. And then he immediately forgets and then just mixes them all up in all the drinks and, yeah. It's exactly like a Kronk situation. I love it. It feels like. All right. Victim's ear medicine found covered in unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen. Unidentified fingerprints. Gumshoe, why did you not do the fingerprints, my boy? What do you mean? Oh, what about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Says someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Another hour, and they may have gotten something on the prints, but... Well, that's gonna weaken its impact as a piece of evidence. Okay, pal, this is it! Make sure your defense is impregnable today, you got it? Oh, wait, no, I should've... Make sure your defense is impregnable... Penguin... Make sure you can't knock it down, okay? Because the walls gotta be really thick, okay? You got it? Today's trial. I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done. Or my name isn't Phoenix Wright! You're right, if you were Japanese, it would be Yurichi Naruhodo. I know the localization. January 8th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 4. And off we go again to the races. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor. Very good, you and your coffee are in order, then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday, we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. Who very much suspiciously looks like a Viola who said that who admitted that she was in on the act. She believed, yet was secretly being potentially just used and then disposed of. She literally be like, you used me. Not for land development, but for something else entirely, but you know. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems. The mark on the ring of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand. Thank you, Mr. Godot. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet, the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear.
It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick?
Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it. You've lost me already, Mr. Godot. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Wake up and smell that coffee. Only losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the you know the answers to these riddles? The old guy wasn't just throwing seed in there. He was throwing us off the scent. And today, I'll prove it. Very well. Let the first witness take the stand. Who is... Oh, jeez. This episode is about to contain copious amounts of French. You have been warned. And you are... Oh, bonjour, everyone! I'm Sean Armstrong, the owner and chef of La Tribulations restaurant. Aujourd'hui... forgive me for asking, witness, but... Are you a woman? Judge, you can't just ask that! Ooh la la, monsieur! As you can see, I'm le pet and pug gentleman, non? On the day of the incident, you were in Tribulations' kitchen. Isn't that right? Monsieur, monsieur! Everything seems right. I just picked Pick 'em up whoever and wherever they may be. Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy? Very well, your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened yesterday at Tribulations.
Oui, volontiers.
It will contain copious amounts of French. It will also contain copious amounts of French that I will personally be pretty much butchering because I only took 2 years of French in my secondary school, which was, count the years, coming up to nearly 19, 20 years ago now. It was a very long time ago I started, and I remember basically nothing of it. Basically. You think there's a barista like right off screen? I don't know. I mean, the whole shtick is that this chef is apparently not really good at, you know, like the haute cuisine. He's not very good at that kind of thing. He tries to make lobster with, whatever it is. He tries to make a lobster dish and it tastes like plastic. You know how it is. It's like he actually takes the plastic dishes that you sometimes find outside Japanese eating establishments to show off what the menu is. He actually just takes them out from the cabinet and just tries to cook that instead, you think. Alright, let's get his testimony. His full-on French testimony. Oh, for Godot's edition. Oh, possibly! He always says something like, "Give me another one, barista." Just like the town with no name where he goes, "Give me a drink, bartender." And if you want to get me to hydrate, you can do that. You can do that immediately. You can go, "Give me a drink," and it will say that to me. If you'd like to. I did just take a drink, so you don't need to. That's fine. Alright, let's go!
When it all happened, there was just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art decos that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was talking about.
Okay, something's wrong with my sound alerts. I don't know why they're not playing. I'm so sorry about that, Cass. Did it not properly refresh that one? I probably didn't refresh it properly. I'm so sorry that they're not coming through, but, no. I'll do that myself. How about that?
The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses. I would have seen everything in this, no?
Mirror!
Oui, un grand mirror, le most enormous mirror.
And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps on turning, so roll with it. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front. What the heck? It is way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. This is like a new record for BS. Now then, Mr. Red, you may begin your cross-examination. Oh, goody. Goody goody, as I say, très bien, as I say. Alright, let's get pressing, because we like to press. Hold it! And who are the 2 customers exactly?
Me, of course, the young man who died, and the other, not so young man.
You are referring to yesterday's witness, I presume? What about the other man Maggie says he saw at the table? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence.
We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we?
I guess that's what just try a different approach for the time being. Sounds about as plausible as the air was really humid and the witness saw an illusion. Yeah. Alright. Hold it! You were experimenting with Art Deco? How come I never heard about that before today?
You're not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur?
Please stay on topic! Now, why didn't you tell the court about this before?
But I did! Just a few moments ago.
Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of decorature? No, 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 no! Art Deco! It's a style of design, Your Honor. Why do I know that? He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Ah, yes, of course! That Deco! I was trying to achieve a more feminine look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bourgeois bordering of le decor. Like having a large mirror between the tables. You failed to mention this before, but why now? Hold it! How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Oh, something about 4 meters wide and about 2 meters high. Let's see, if 1 meter is about 1 yard... Holy glass in the frame, Batman, that's huge! I was intending to install it on the ceiling, eventually. The ceiling? Wait, was there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. Mais non! But I decided not to go with it in the end. So what should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not? I feel like if there's nothing about it, we can just go for it. Press! Where is the mirror now? Great question. In fact, before we get going. We've got tray beyond floor plans. That's just the floor plans. We've got crime photo near the kitchen. So the partitions don't have the mirror there. There. When did you buy it, and do you have any proof of purchase, preferably with date and time? Yeah, alright. Okay, let's keep going. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies. Objection! Objection! You didn't ask, trite. You have only yourself to blame for such sloppy work. What? A mirror was delivered to Trey Beyond the day before the incident. Really? As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end. But this just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Trey Beyond, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime. Huh. If you want to doubt someone, trite, look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough. So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in the mirror. Somehow. Okay. Hold it! Normally I expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object. Objection! Normally? How does normality come into this? What if we're in the 6th dimension, my dude? Everything's in quantum. That's lame, trite, even for you. Huh? You're trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it? Where does that leave the porky-headed lawyer, and the top-notch chick over there, and the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here? Well, trite.
Ah! Not the hair! I do not have a top knot!
Say nothing, Phoenix. Mr. Godot is correct. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. Bien! Logic is one lady! Okay, who would have seen everything in reverse? A troll? Hold it! Everything? He would have seen everything in reverse?
Hey, Nick. We should take a second and think about what old CD said in his testimony.
Yeah, how did he phrase it again?
And the boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green land of respect. No question! You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand.
That's just the bump. That's just a, that's a very large pimple. You should get that looked at.
If he saw everything he described reflected in the mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh?
And that clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it? Huh. It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but...
Do you think old cities saw everything through a reflection?
if he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony.
But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We just gotta dig deeper.
We got to dig deeper, uh-huh. Le cup, le earpiece, and le glasses, he would have seen everything in reverse. Oh, I was about what to say. What do you mean we're talking about glasses? But no, he's on about the scouter-looking thing. He would have seen everything in reverse. So let's see if I can try and visualize that in my head. We got a crime scene. We do have a crime scene photo. And we also have the floor plans. Right, I won't have a mouse to see it here, but the X marks where the victim, Glenelg, was sat. And in the old man's testimony, he was on the table opposite on the other side of the room. Not beyond the partition, but he is on the table directly below, according to the floor plan. And apparently there was a mirror on his partition that he was looking at that would have made him see Glenelg do things in reverse, or maybe the other partition. Guess that would have made sense with the left hand there, I suppose. So he said that everything was on the left side. Hello, Dingy James. Hello to you. Said that everything was on the left side. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Or H and D over the left eye. The left eardrum was ruptured, and apparently everything was on the left side. Le cup, le earpiece, and le glasses, it would have seen everything in reverse. Yet, he still saw the... Hang on, let me get all that again, because I'm sure I can. Jibber jibber jibber, he would have seen everything in reverse. How did he phrase it? Was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. It was his left ear, no doubt. Then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, would be his left hand. Then everything he saw on the left was actually on the right. Does that clear up everything? So looking at him, his left ear would be the same side as where his scouter glass is on. Yeah, wore it over his left eye. The left eardrum was ruptured. So if old man reports his earpiece was in his left ear, if he was looking at it through the mirror, that would mean it was in his right ear, which is still his good ear. So whatever he's listening to through that earpiece, he could still hear it. So he's let slip even everything's in reverse there. He says that everything was in the left side, even the earpiece was on his left side, but that would actually be his right ear, which is his good ear. So I think it's stuff to do with that. I'm pretty confident on that. I'm self-confident on that, we are confident saving. Because I like doing that. But yeah. I pressed the wrong thing by accident. Very, 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 I didn't mean to do that. And let's do that again. I let buttons slip. Don't mind me. Right, back to... No, I didn't mean to press it. Blah, 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 blah. Just like... Okay, let's just check one more time. While we're here. Wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. It was his left ear without a doubt, but you're looking at it through a mirror, so that would have been his right ear actually, so yeah. Yeah. Which way is left, which way is right, upside down, topsy-turvy land, wonderland, everything is up is down. I don't know. But yeah. So the one good ear that Glen Elk still has is his right ear, which is where the earpiece would truly have been, based on what Victor would have saw through the mirror, so I think it's this. Let's go. Objection! Objection! The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD? Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we?
Yeah, the boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can knock me off if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt.
So to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw that all as a reflection in the mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side.
Is it the moo? You see, monsieur? Now that you think about it, it's not so hard, no?
No, myself. Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in the mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head? Hoja! Mr. Wright is correct. If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in the mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his right eye. Objection! How bitter. Trite. You should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different? You don't understand the way the witness thinks. How he thinks? You remember this, I presume. I broke the vase. Sorry, apology. I mean, Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony? Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elk? Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece. And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elk's H&D made a big impression on the old man. Next cup. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear, do you hear? His left ear! Well, trite. That is the worst, but best impression of Kudo ever.
Wow, I really thought he was all seedy for a minute there. That was good.
And I didn't even try, that's the thing. Enough! I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you found is just a rash.
A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears.
Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at the plans for the leçon.
Alright, what about a mirror? Going a little Shenmue there for a minute.
Hello? Is everyone sitting comfortably? La mirror? It was in the middle of the restaurant, divided into two halves. There's only one seat from which you could have seen an image of la victime. That was the seat a little bit next to la victime's. That was where the old man was sitting. After the terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
I see no problems with the explanation we have just heard. From the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror.
What the naughty little cookie I am! Confusing us a man like this?
Don't worry about it. We can keep up. Except for the guy keep breaking out of the cold sweat over there again. Ah! I hate that guy! And I really don't like him. You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that?
Lieutenant, of course!
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you please. And I'll give you some extra points if you can do it all in French. No, Judge, I'm not bowing down to that, please. Don't make me. It's years since I took French classes. Okay. The middle of the restaurant dividing into les two halves. Why on earth? Hold it! So, run this by me again. The mirror was here, correct?
Oui?
We? Really? Because I know if I were you, I wouldn't have put the mirror there. It would be in the way. Objection! Look who's talking, trite. Huh? You're obstructing my view, among other things. But this is my seat in the courtroom. Tribulations' charm is that it gives you the impression that you're the only customer. Temporarily placing a mirror in that spot would hardly be in the way. Unlike you, trite.
I tell you, monsieur, the mirror was there in the middle of the restaurant.
Okay. Only one seat from which you could have seen the image of the victim, directly behind the partition as a result of that then, okay. Let's get going. Hold it! And where would that be?
Oh la la, look how you lead to us be. I always attack the younger point. Maybe I should keep you in suspense a little longer.
Mr. Armstrong, tell the court what you know at once.
I attack the older ones too, you know, handsome. Shall I tease you too?
I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm afraid you'll be waiting for a long time.
I bet she has mocha cream skin and cappuccino perfume.
Bien, I'll tell you. There was only one seat from which you could have seen.
The seat at the table next to the victims, where the old man was sitting, yeah? Hold it! So why can you only see the victim from that particular seat?
Mais monsieur, it is obvious, non? If you look at the plans, you will understand. The victim would have been reflected in the mirror, like so. If you were sitting at the table next to him, you would see everything, no?
So that's the seat old Sadie was sitting in on that day, when the poisoning happened.
The old man was sitting at the table next to the victim. Why does that seem kind of odd? Yeah, why indeed? So it's something about third statement that's got us going at the moment. But we still have to press everything else. Hold it! Did you move the mirror while Mr. Kudo was off calling the police?
Oui, exactement. I carried it out of the restaurant then.
You moved a huge mirror like that all by yourself?
What can I say? I know how to pick things up, handsome.
The toad actually laughed at something.
Well, given the witness's physique, I suppose it is possible. Did you move anything else from the crime scene, Mr. Armstrong?
I look like the ablation type, no?
Then naturally, you've not touched anything else. I'll get that later. I'll come back to it later. Yep. Back to this one, because I still gotta press it. Hold it! Are you sure about that?
I touch nothing except the mirror.
Mr. Wright, is there something wrong with the witness that said... Is there something that the witness has said that doesn't match the crime scene? Yeah, there is. I just can't put my finger on what exactly. So what exactly?
Bim, 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 bim. Found during a body search on Maggie. I'm almost pretty certain that's gonna end up being a plant done by Armstrong, but we'll come to that later, I guess. Huh. Suffering from a case of heartburn, right?
Ooh, she's need for that!
Acknowledge with golden meal and frankincense. Add a few drops to your coffee and voila! Enjoy! Focus for next, breathe. I need to ignore those two and just find some evidence.
It is pretty strange, though, isn't it? I mean, nobody mentioned anything about a really large mirror. You'd think someone would have... But Maggie didn't, and neither did old Susie.
Then the only logical explanation is that there was no mirror inside Tribulations that day. Now, I just gotta prove it. Somehow. Prove it somehow indeed. And it was particularly this case that, you were taking umbrage with. Didn't Kudo himself report the testimony he was sitting beside, like, across from the other side, though? Let me just get the evidence again. What does he say? When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I am sorry. We got nothing else to suggest otherwise there, do we? I think, yeah, got it. Okay. According to them, according to Mr. Armstrong, or Miss Armstrong, as they would probably like to be known as, the mirror was directly right in the middle of all the tables. So they're behind so that would place, according to Armstrong, the witness would be behind the partition. Yet, that very same table, behind the partition, we look at the crime scene. It has itself a vase that is untarnished, unbroken, but according to Kudo's testimony, he broke the vase at his seat. So that can't place Mr. Kudo at that table. Aha! I think I got it. I do have it. And we will press that as the evidence we need against this after we have a quick little intermission so we can have a quick rest and then move on to hopefully somewhere else dead quickly afterwards. We'll see where we get to. And I think we will do that then, shall we? Yes. Okay, we'll go for a quick little intermission here, run the ads in that time for people in Twitch land. We will go to a quick break after that too. There's no break in the YouTube highlight. We'll do a little bit more afterwards, straight afterwards. So if you'd like to continue watching, please feel free to do that. But if you want to do a pause for your self-care, this is a good time to do so. And then you can see the rest of what we're about to do in this episode when we come back, and we'll get him for the fact that the vase is unbroken on the table you said that the victim was at. So yeah, nah. Let's do that after the break. I'll see you all in a few minutes. And let's go. It is time to pin our good fruity man here on the fact that you could not possibly be sitting on the table next to the victim. You were sitting on the table opposite the victim. So we have evidence for that. In the crime scene photo itself, we will get you on this one. So if I have a look again, Kudo's testimony said he broke a vase when the incident occurred. But the table across, as the Armstrong is saying that the witness was actually on, it has a unbroken vase. So, wrong. Let's go for it. Objection! This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony we have heard, Your Honor. The crime photo? Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist. What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Should not exist? Sounds like you're describing yourself, Trite. Now then, if the defense would please clarify its statement. What is the something that should not exist in this photo? It's the untarnished, unbroken vase, I'll have you know. Take that! I think it's pretty obvious that this is what should not be in the picture. The vase? What possible connection does this have with his testimony? Your Honor, I'm telling you that there should have been no vase on this table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. Mr. Kudo's very lovely poem/testimony. I broke the vase at my seat, so why is the vase not broken on the table that you're saying he was sat at? Because that should not be how it goes. So yeah, contradiction founded. Take that! There is one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that he was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not in fact sitting at the table next to the victim at all! Objection! Huh! Don't be an idiot, Trite. That's impossible! That seat's the only one Kudo could have been could have seen the victim's reflection from. Exactly! There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in Tribulations that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie! Objection! Don't try to confuse the court, Trite. Obviously, the witness cleaned up the vase, while the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene. Objection! Unfortunately, Mr. Godot, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary. In his own words, I did not touch anything else except the mirror. Coffee, 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 coffee. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? I kindly fish. I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day. In light of this revelation, we return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in an ear which he couldn't hear? You only get one shot in life. There's no turning back. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, Trite, then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw? If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it!
Are you gonna be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick?
There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya.
What do you mean?
Remember what Maggie told us? There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up. Is everything a plant? What's going on here? Have they literally fabricated everything in the crime scene?
Jeez, they must have done.
Okay, before I read that. I didn't get somebody to plant themselves as the victim at that point then, did they? No. Well, all I can say right now is that this case is getting weird.
It's getting weird, man. I'm not supposed to last this long. It's getting weird. I can't take it anymore. I just want to die. Oh, boy. Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple. I'm going to say first, just in case I get this blindingly wrong, but what are our options? Mr. Kudo made a mistake. The ear doctor made a mistake. Don't think so. Definitely don't think so. The victim was a phony? God, everything's a phony here. Everything is fake. Maya, are you my phony? Are you a phony, Maya? Are you one of those phony spirit mediums that you're on about?
Nick, what are you talking about?
I don't know what to believe anymore. Judge might be a phony. Excuse me, Mr. Wright, I'm not a phony. Godot over there is a phony. Everybody's a phony. I'm a phony, for God's sakes. You're Patrick. I'm Patrick. Oh, no. You're Squidward. I'm Squidward. God. No, not a little pony. A phony. And not talking about a telephone. But this is the only thing that would make the best reply. We can't say that Kudo didn't see what he saw. We can't say that the doctor is not a good doctor and doesn't know his own diagnoses and whatevers. So did they plant the victim in that time where that 5 minutes of time where they sent Kudo away? Maggie was unconscious and couldn't respond to anything. They used that time to do a plant for the victim? The victim was called Tony? I mean, it could have been if it was a plant, let's be honest, but we have a phony victim on our hands for some reason. And why on earth? This case is riddled with contradictions. Yet, there's one very simple answer that clears them all up. And what is that? The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed, and the incident the victim experienced, were two completely different events. What? Yes! The victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elg at all! It was an imposter! A phony pretending to be Mr. Elg! Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake! He has to have a coffee to have a spit take. Order! Order in the court! Settle down or I'll clear the courtroom! Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh? What did you say? I will backhand you, mother fifer! Right. Are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup? It looks like it's going that way. Yes. Someone pretended to be Glenn Elg and acted out the whole coffee poisoning. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo. Objection! Get real, trites. Why would anyone want to do that? Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was... The serving girl brought him a Jarricino, but she put something in it. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well, and her backside.
It's so hard to believe, but... There was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee. Objection! Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well? Everything is fake here. Nothing's real anymore. What's to believe? Yeah. It's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but... It's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening. That's right. Well, witness... If your restaurant really was a scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
La la! This is most difficult for me.
Objection! Again, that was a break in my voice, I'm sorry. No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You are under oath, after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Tribulations that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened. The defense request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day. Me? And I reckon we start this next time out, because we're starting to run a little low on time today. I am pretty sure we might be able to get through that pretty well if I do it correctly and such. And then there's bound to be a part 2 to this. And I reckon we can try and aim for a finish of the case next time out. It might take us a bit longer to do, but I will be prepared with the time and that one there. But I think this is a pretty neat little time to call it here, as we start discovering that everything could have been set up, could have been faked, and do everything. Enjoy your foot. Oh, you're stopping anyways. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do, just to make it so that, I mean, with the revelation that we're figuring out that everything was basically staged in the restaurant, it'll be make for very interesting and compelling stuff for later. So I think, yeah, we're going to be calling it here. But before we get going, I guess we gotta do the save at this point. Basically, let's start the testimony. And hopefully I remember next time we get back to this how this is all gonna go down. But this is the break for today's episode. It has been a wonderful time as always. We have seen and heard and done many a wonderful and interesting and kind of big thing, let's be honest. And I think the biggest thing, finding out that this entire operation could have been a staged operation, is going to be the most interesting thing, and we will chase that up next time in the next episode. But let's get you some details right now. If you've missed anything in the Twitch stream, don't worry about it. If you want to catch up on everything, we will have a VOD ready for you in about a week or so time over on the Laura Petal VOD YouTube channel, which is where you can enjoy this all back in its entirety with none of the breaks in between. And if you have been enjoying this in our YouTube video, it has been a pleasure to do this for you. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know down below if you did so with a like and comment. And please feel free to go further with your love and support to catch more of this coming your way in the future by clicking the subscribe button and clicking the bell wherever that is as well. So hopefully you get those push notifications for future uploads to your inbox, whatever we get up to. But yeah, we got more where that came from when we return to maybe see to the end of this recipe for turnabout. A recipe for disaster, turning into a recipe for a staged thing, turning into a recipe for goodness knows what. We will find out how this all comes to a head next time out. But for now, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. If this video has made your day better in any way, shape, or form, that's wonderful to hear, and I do hope I get the chance to do it again for you some point in the future. Check out the links in the description for the video if you want to follow me on other socials. We have our main links down there for every social link that we use. Our Discord invite link is there if you want to join that. And our Twitch link is there as well. You want to come along and see a live stream done live on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on the regular? We would love to have you, of course. So with that all said, I will leave you now and bid you adieu, monsieur. When we come back, we have more testimony. And it's gonna be a fun time. But until then, please stay and stay awesome and have a wonderful rest of your day, plans, evenings, whatever you've got going on. Please stay safe doing them. Enjoy more of my stuff if you want to. We've got plenty of playlists of other stuff you can see in the YouTube channel. Please check out everything that you want to. And hopefully, I'll see you for whatever episode comes up next. Maybe some more of this, maybe some of something else. We'll have to wait and see. But until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Thanks for watching! Love and appreciate you all, and until next time,